John and Michael always loved playing hide and seek. Their house, standing on the edge of the village, was surrounded by a dense, dark forest that attracted them with its mysteries and secrets. One hot summer day, the brothers, as usual, went to play hide and seek, ignoring their parents' warnings about the mysterious creatures that inhabited the forest. The game began with fun and laughter, but soon John lost sight of his younger brother. Michael disappeared so quickly and silently that John didn't even realize when he was left alone. Panicking, John ran to look for his brother, but the forest seemed the same and confusing. Every bush, every tree seemed to laugh at him, playing its own game of hide and seek. Several hours passed, and with the onset of dusk, the forest began to change. There was no wind, but the leaves on the trees whispered among themselves, as if discussing the uninvited guest. Strange sounds could be heard in the distance, as if something large and heavy was moving between the trees. John felt a chill that pierced to the bone and realized that the forest, which always seemed safe to him, was full of dangers. Suddenly, John heard a scream. It was Michael's voice, full of fear and despair. He ran towards the sound and soon found himself on the edge of a deep pit. At the bottom of the pit lay Michael. He was alive, but could not get out on his own.
Michael, are you okay?
John shouted, trying to hide his fear.
John, please help me.
Michael replied. At that moment, eyes appeared from the darkness of the forest, dozens of eyes glowing with a strange green light. John felt his heart stop. He knew he had to act quickly. On the first night, John tried to descend into the pit, using vines he found, but each time something stopped him. Strange sounds grew closer, and the creatures hidden in the darkness seemed more real. He couldn't understand if they were wolves, bears, or something more sinister. In his imagination, they turned into terrifying monsters with burning eyes and sharp claws. The morning of the second day brought new hopes. John decided to build an improvised ladder from branches and sticks. But the forest seemed to resist his efforts. Branches broke, vines unraveled, and every rustle in the forest filled him with fear. On the third day, exhausted and worn out but determined, John finally found a way to descend to his brother. He made a strong rope from vines and secured it to a tree. Michael was terrified, but seeing that John wouldn't give up, found the strength and courage within himself.
We will get out of here, Michael. I promise.
John said, trying to instill confidence in his younger brother. As Michael was almost at the top, the forest came alive. John felt as if the ground beneath his feet moved, trees drew closer, and the creatures in the shadows became real. At that moment, the forest turned into a real trap, but John did not give up. When the brothers finally got out of the pit, they ran without looking back. It seemed the forest was trying to hold them. But John's determination and love for his brother gave him strength. They ran without stopping until they saw the light of their home. When they finally reached home, exhausted but alive, John and Michael realized that it was not just a forest, but something more sinister and ancient. Their parents, hearing the story, just shook their heads, remembering old legends.
We won't go into that forest anymore,
John said, hugging his brother.
We will always stay together.
Those 2 days became a lesson in courage and loyalty for them. The forest, full of mysteries and dangers, would forever remain in their memory as a reminder that true strength lies in love and determination.